How's it going, guys? Why So Tilted coming at you with some tournament results. Pretty much 330, 90 man. We want to show you how lucky we just got to get first, because you have to get pretty lucky to do that. Why isn't it showing? Okay, here we go. First hand, 9.5 blinds. We shove 7-7 from early position. We don't really want to call here, but we get called by king, snapped off right away. Pretty much the best flop for us other than getting a set, and we turn a flush draw, so we're like 4-1, and we river. So now we're doing pretty good in chips. Next hand, pocket sixes. This is where we donked off again. We pretty much luck boxed this whole tournament, and pretty happy by the result, though. I mean, I probably have some bad karma coming to me for all these suckouts, but I mean, worse has happened to me today, so not too upset. So here, he leads out. He doesn't even know what I have, and he's betting 10,000. So I put him on a hand that is an 8 or some straight draw, or and we are trying to represent something that has him beat, which there's a lot of hands that have him beat. Any pair over sevens, 8, any 8, ace 8 we could have. Pocket 9s, pocket 10s, we've been limping on 10s, and we shove over the top of him, thinking that he might be able to fold, but he's probably going to call. And we also want to get value from like ace 4, ace 5, king 5, a hand like that. And we're pretty much in the worst spot we want to be in because he has 7s, but let's see what happens. We get pretty lucky, and we catch a 2-outer on the river, which, I mean, I had a set of aces today, and I got cracked by ace queen of hearts. They got a runner flush, so I mean, that was a 10% suck out. The suck out before was a 4% suck out, so I mean, I guess I deserved it. So we won that huge pot, which made us chip leader. We raised with ace 9. Here we get aces. I don't know why it says he has 32% equity right now. He has like 5 or 6%. We can go to card player and check out that exact odds for this hand pre-flop. So we just limp an EP, and we want someone to shove. This guy's playing pretty tight. He could have a chance to get away from ace king if we open and he decides to play his hand deceptively. And he doesn't flop anything. He might fold ace king. So he decides to open shove after 2 limpers. He just assumes he has the best hand, and he's trying to fold me off like a low pair. He obviously wants me to call with like a king queen, king jack, ace 10, ace queen. He wants me to call. I pretty much have the only hand that has him like bagged. So we shove over the top of him because we don't want him to call and suck out. We just want that 50k in chips. And then here we see the flop. He's 3%. He needs running kings, a 10, a queen and then a 10 and then a jack. I mean a 10 and then a queen. Yeah, he needs a 10 and a queen without us getting spades. Pretty much a shitty spot. Shittier than our 10% suck out. And we scoop. So now there's 5 people left. And we have 100 and something K, 136K. Then we fold. They fold all their blinds to us. Then we fold. One of the other guys knocks someone out on this hand. Just a small all-in call. This guy was shoving a lot. It was only 4K more, 5K more. And then he hits a straight, which we're happy about because now it's three-handed. This guy Lucien, he only has a couple blinds left, maybe 10. What are the blinds? Pre-flop. He has less than 10 blinds. He has 8 blinds. We're not happy because we double up that idiot. I don't know why we decided to race with him. He just ships it. And it was only like 8 more blinds to call. 30K more. 32K more. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 blinds more. We just thought we could catch it. I mean, we've been running so good post-flop that, I mean, I don't see any reason why I can't. And pre-flop, we've been running good. We crack kings. I don't see any reason why I can't hit a jack or queen here to knock this guy out. So, and I don't think I know he's shoving light because he only has 8 blinds. He just got lucky to catch a pair. He could do the same thing with like jack 9 here, in my opinion. And he catches a straight, and we don't get our heart, or a jack or a queen. So this guy's chipped up, and we don't like that. We get queens, we raise with no action, we get 9s. This was interesting because this guy called. He told us he had king jack, and we showed him 9s. So he calls on the button, and we just shove because we want him to fold. Or we would want him to stack us off with like ace 8. So he folds and we take the pot. Back in the chip lead. We get jacks with no action, I believe. Oh no, he raises and we just open shove over him because we're pissed at him for not winning the race. We want him to think that we're tilting and we don't want to win right now. But he quickly folded after that. Here we raise, I mean, we just call and then we bet the flop and they fold. Oh, here with ace queen, this was really sick actually. I mean, pre-flop we were racing. We min raise here, which makes him think that we can get away from our hand. And this guy's just trying to hit a flop, and then this guy shoves for 56K. And again, we're like, fuck. We could fold right now and pick a better spot, but this guy keeps shoving and we want to take him out right now. There's 10, 20, 22,000 in the pot, 46,000 more to call. I mean, we're kind of getting decent pot odds. We're getting good odds to race, I guess. I mean, if he had kings, we weren't getting good odds, but since he has the hand that he has, we're getting good odds. So we call. If he wins this hand, he's the chip leader. That's one thing we don't want, but if he folded, I mean, if we folded, then he would have made 20K, and because we both called, and he was at, he would be at 70K, but we just want to take him out really bad, because he's a nuisance, and we shove because we want to get called by worse. We want to isolate. He flops a flush draw with a straight draw on the turn. We're down to non-club aces or queens, which is not good at all. 4 outer, and we 4 out, which is the best feeling. And we pick up some hands here. We get jacks, ace queen, all heads up. And then last hand of the tournament, we get pocket threes. This guy says he's not getting hands. So he actually tells me he keeps getting 9 high. So I tell him 9 high is good because I want him to call and I want to end the tournament right now. I'm not really afraid to double him up to 60,000 because I feel like I can outplay him because he's only raising like super premium hands. He's not adjusted to heads up poker at all. I've seen him raise like 1 hand pre-flop since we've been heads up. So with that said, I told him that 9 high would be good this hand, which technically it was. We only have 3 high, but we're a favorite over any non-pair hand. So we want him to call it off here with anything but a pair. And he calls, he makes us happy, and then we hold up, which is very nice. Even on the turn, we had 75%. He needed a jack, king, 5, jack, king, 5, 4. We got it. So that's pretty much my strategy heads up. Just slam the guy who keeps folding and who's not raising, just limp a lot.